Welcome to Okeechobee Shooting Sports. We are delighted that you have chosen our facility to enjoy the shooting sports and exercise your Second Amendment rights. Please take a moment to watch this video to help you understand the safety rules and firearm etiquette that will make your visit with us both safe and enjoyable. Please drive slowly while entering, leaving, and while on the property. There are visitors that may not be paying attention to their surroundings, and it is up to everyone to maintain a safe environment. Once you enter the pro shop, please fill out the electronic waiver located at the new visitors kiosk. You will be given a receipt from the counter staff for the range or galleries you will be shooting on. Keep this receipt ready to present to the range officer that is supervising your range. Only go to the range or gallery designated on your ticket. If you are not sure where that is, please ask a range staff member. Loaded firearms should not be handled or transported anywhere on the property except for the designated shooting position. Firearms should be cased and unloaded while being transported to and from the shooting positions. Concealed firearms must be concealed. If you intend to shoot your concealed carry firearm, it should be unloaded and cased prior to coming to the range. Eye and ear protection must be worn at all times in and around designated shooting areas. When you enter the range, you will be given chamber flags for each of the firearms you plan on having out at the shooting position. When the range is declared cold, the chamber flag must be placed in the chamber of each firearm to show that they are safe. If there is no range officer present, do not load or shoot any firearm. Please call the range office to verify that you are in the right place and that a range officer is on the way before handling any firearms. There is no shooting permitted without a range officer present. It is imperative that you and everyone in your party follow range officer commands. If you find someone in your party is failing to do so, please remind them about our safety guidelines. If you observe someone not in your party exhibiting unsafe behavior, please notify the range officer immediately so it can be addressed. If you are not familiar with the rules or safety procedures on the ranges and galleries, please ask the range staff to go over them with you prior to handling any firearms. There are range rules signs posted at each range for you to review. If you are bringing new shooters or new visitors to the range with you, please take a few minutes and go over the posted range rules with your guests. Please do not touch firearms or anything on the shooting bench while the range is cold. This includes anything that you may have left on the bench. It is difficult for the range officer to know what you are handling when the range is cold. Do not go down range or cross the red line before the range officer states it is safe to do so. When shooting from a seated position, targets should be placed at the same height as your muzzle to ensure projectiles impact the berm after passing through the target. Shooting at an upward trajectory can send projectiles over the berm. When standing, targets should be placed at the same height as your muzzle. Shooting at a downward trajectory can cause projectiles to ricochet over the berm. Children under 18 should be directly supervised by their guardian. While they are shooting, their guardian should not be shooting, but instead assisting the child and ensuring safety procedures are being followed. If you are not familiar with the rules or safety procedures on our clay fields, please ask the range staff to review them with you prior to handling any firearms. Firearms should not be loaded until you are at the shooting position and ready to shoot. Do not load more than 2 rounds of ammunition in your shotgun for clay shooting games. Do not change shooting positions with a loaded firearm. Also, never load a firearm behind another shooter. Shot size larger than 7.5 or powder charge greater than 3 grams is not permitted on the clay fields. If you are unsure if your ammunition falls within these guidelines, please ask your range officer. Remember, the smaller the number of your shot size, the bigger the projectile is. If you experience a malfunction with your firearm, please notify the range officer and do not remove it from the shooting position until directed to do so by the range officer. Notify your range officer if you are going to another range so that they can ensure there is a range officer available. Short shooters should not face their firearms up. This creates an unsafe environment for those who may be above the muzzle height. Fingers should always be kept away from the trigger. We also allow private use of our event bays. If you are part of a private party that has rented a bay, the certified range officer in the party will be responsible for calling the line hot and cold. We try to keep our range clean, and we need your help. All shooters should throw away the trash and bins located in each bay. For competition shooting, firearms should either be holstered or kept in bags. If a holster is required, shooters must use a designated safe table to properly transfer the firearm from its case to the holster. Remember, no ammo is allowed within 10 feet of these safe areas. Firearms should not come out of the holster or bags unless the shooter is on the firing line and under the direct supervision of a range safety officer. Plastic barrels and other items not designated as a target stand or target are not to be shot. Glass items, clay targets, or other items that leave a non-biodegradable debris behind are not permitted to be shot on the ranges. If you experience a problem with your firearm, please notify the range officer so it can be determined if it is an issue that can be addressed at the shooting position or if it needs to be handled by a gunsmithing department. If you have any additional questions or need clarification, please contact a staff member. Thank you for watching this brief safety video. We truly hope you enjoy your time with us, and we look forward to your return.